gentlemen, step right up for another amazing banger by Lex Blazer Daddy Paul. Touchdown to Heathrow, DP and me, bro. About to hit the club and turn the shoot to a freak show. Look through the peephole, everybody geek, yo. Need to get girl with an extremely deep. See 6 midgets that be fighting, juggling. Maybe it's just me, cause my mind is struggling. Babes, boyfriend is acting like a clown. Know what's going down every time that we in town. Take a look through the peephole, yo. Everybody's getting geek, bro. Stop the hate and let them neeks know that we turn the club into a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club, yeah, we turn the club to a freak show. To a freak show. Eating rotten apples, dirty bass that be coming at you. Roller coaster like a supernova. I'm the ringmaster, this my tabernacle. See you screaming, I'm like, what for? Oh, you pop? Yeah, I got popcorn. I've been wake up on the wrong lawn, so we won't stop. It's a lost cause. Take a look through the peephole, yo. Everybody's getting geek, bro. Stop the hate and let them neeks know that we turn the club into a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club, yeah, we turn the club to a freak show. To a freak show.
Hey, everybody. What's up? Good to see y'all here.
How you all doing? Did you have fun at Gigi's? That was juicy, wasn't it now?
Oh, boy. I've been waiting for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's say hi to all
like
y'all.
There's a couple of us that knew this stuff, like maybe a handful of people that, you know, that Gigi trusted with this information. And so we kind of knew what was coming, but it didn't make it any less juicy for us, did it now? Like, even though we knew what was coming, it was just like, yeah, I was like, I couldn't even go leave to make the coffee. I was like, I'm going to go make a coffee. Didn't even do it.
You're right, Lynn. She says Gigi is on one, and I love it. I love it too. He has just had a weight lifted, you know, after kind of getting rid of that stress.
From the right angle, because it's not, he's got nothing to validate. Because look, we all know these motherfuckers are crazy as shit, right? So what have you got to validate to these people that want to call everyone drunks, everyone druggies, everyone crazy, when we know it's them lot? You know, they have no self-awareness, but they're all druggies, they're all drunks, they're all crazy as fuck. They lack complete emotional regulation and self-awareness.
That,
as they say, crazy people never know that they're crazy, right? Like we'll tell you, like over here, we're like, oh, we're crazy for fucking with this shit. What have we all done? How did we all get here? So we've all got a bit of self-awareness that we all know that this shit is crazy to some extent. They're like, no, it's not crazy. This is real.
well, it's because they've made it their whole lives, you know. That's what happens when you get too invested in this shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's all pin an essay on this shit. Exam.
At least mine have paragraph breaks. Whatever. What's up, y'all? Let's say hi to everyone showing up. We got some lovely mods. We got quite the squad. Kate Winslet. Kayla's in the house. MCM. Welcome, welcome. Tinkerbell. Glad to see you here. Yeah, you'll have to catch up on the GG Live.
Neff is here. I'm really pleased to see Neff. Now, I've known Neff for a long time, and we
remember the name.
Seen each other for a long time or spoken for a long. We knew each other all the way back in YTR's community. Way back when Isama, Squirrel, Neff, we were all in the YTR's community way back when.
I love how you say squirrel.
Yeah.
Neff's here, Raven, Capricorn, Harmony, my cat, Draco, is also present, if you guys can hear him. Kimmy Sunshine, Dove Kitty. Dude. Oh my god.
Is your cat joining in and calling out the name?
He's sitting in front of the pantry door.
I think he was attempting to say Linda Cinnabon. I'm pretty sure that was after that.
He thinks if he sits in front of a door and screams at it, it'll eventually open, which like sometimes they must do, you know, but like not most of the time. That's what I deal with.
Yeah, yes. Jarella, T-Girl. Who else we got?
Steph and Fedora.
Winky. Camille, Freeside. Camille, nice to see you, man. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But Kitty, we got Harmony.
I don't know if I just had never read that screenshot of Tragic's sock accounts, but I totally missed that Samantha Diva bit.
Well, I've got a bigger list than that one, even. So I've got those on a list, the ones that Gigi showed, and I've got several like more as well. So, and I've got like a whole listing of like different user accounts that he's got for different platforms as well. So
yeah,
listed under like just even one account is he's on everything. Anything possible. Yeah. Like if you think like what Nex's digital footprint is, right? And that he's been on every platform and this and that. Well, Tragic's been on obscure fucking things, not just like IP2 and Odyssey.
Yeah. He used to brag about all the internet communities he was in.
Like his web just covers everything, and he's sniffing around everyone at all times and seeing situations, and he's just so weird. He must invest so much time into this shit. It's beyond belief. Like, I mean, I know we mock Negs for waking up and fucking like turning on the camera and shit and looking like, you know, with the pillow print still on his face and whatnot, but I think fucking Tragic sleeps.
Yeah, I don't know. I like that you guys are trying to guess the ones that she didn't change. Yeah, that was some shit, man. That creeped me out though, because like I interacted with that account a lot on Twitter. Freaky.
Okay. So I've been sent. Not only have we got like all the stuff that like we only touched the tip of the iceberg last time. Obviously, we're not still even won't even get through even half of the stuff we've got now. Plus, I've been sent a load more shit since then from various people.
There's a lot of old shit that's been dug up. I'm kind of digging it.
And people know that, like I'm digging through, so now they're sending me stuff. Now my DMs are like blowing up everywhere. Everyone's sending me everything. So now we've got a shitload to go through.
Hell yeah.
April, nice to see you, darling. Okay, so what do you want to start with?
I don't know. You're the one.
Maybe
with
I'll
all
play
the
you
stuff.
something. Let me play
DJ
you something.
Oh no, more songs.
Something whilst whilst I'm
also,
putting up stuff. Okay,
Steph, you are the devil.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry.
All right, I'm gonna play something, okay? Because I'm gonna go get everything sorted, like what we should play, so you can watch this for a minute.
I'm confused what just happened.
That's a little bit of entertainment rather than just leaving you all hanging, see? And now I've got all the stuff I needed open.
Awesome. DJ Death is ready.
Now I'm ready to fire it all off. Okay, so we've got a choice of stuff. We've got some of those 4-wick candle stuff, like he's been putting stuff up, you know, we've got some of those.
Yeah.
Savannah sent me something earlier, and she said, this is quite interesting. She said, you know, maybe you should have a look at it because it's a tragic stream, right? But it's on her channel. So, you know, what you're going to fucking do with that? First and foremost. And it's about who are the Tupperware hags, joined by Headwork, Death, Savannah, all right? And there's tragic on it. And Savannah was like, this shows you and highlights like his personality change, how much he swung from one direction and how supportive he was supposedly of Savannah at that time even. And then now he's switched to like, she's a mad stalker and this is all fucking pretend bollocks or whatever.
All right. I like that one.
So maybe we could start off with a bit of that and then we'll go into next because we've just come from next stuff. Do you know what I mean? And then, so we sandwich it with that.
Sure. I'm down. I'm definitely interested. That's a good find, Savannah.
Well, she purposely sent this to me. So she was like, I think you should have a look at this. So I was like, okay. So let me just transfer that file.
Belinda, you talking about the pinball or the intro? And hi. Also, hi, Ghost Plays. Yeah, DJ Death.
Here we are.
That was Sesame Street? Interesting.
Yeah. Did you not know? Oh, you wouldn't know that, would you? You're too young for that.
I'm just a baby.
It got shit by the time it got to your age.
Yeah. I was like the end generation that like still watched like Barney and that kind of stuff before it got weird. Before the OG Barney got arrested or whatever.
And I got a goddaughter exactly the same age as you. I think that's why like our dynamic is like kind of like big sister, little sister kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm the age of a couple of my coworkers' daughters too. It's a little weird.
Well, yeah, not really my daughter because I would have been 12. A bit. Here we go. We got that come out. Yeah, okay. Are you ready for this? Brace yourselves. Oh, this includes everyone apparently. Look, there's next as well.
Oh, we don't hear it.
My DMs. Your DMs with me are safe. I didn't say anything about the countless other people that you fucked over. I didn't say anything about that because the jig is up. It's up, man. What are you doing? You and Death
into tragic
have went through this community and fucked with multiple people, and now you're gonna go and call me a sociopath? If I were a sociopath, you would know it. My point is that you got caught. You got caught, motherfucker. That's why DC was like, same shit's gonna happen because you are sneaky snakes. So your DMs with me are safe. Now, like I said, I'm the one with the platform, so if people got something to say to you, you're gonna find out. Sorry about it.
Savannah.
Help, Negs.
Yeah, that's it.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to my show. What's up, Edward?
Not too bad.
I don't know about you, but to me that sounded kind of like a threat.
Yeah, you could consider it as a threat. There's no doubt
Could be construed as a threat, huh?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
What I find pathetically hilarious about that is
this is Headwork
clutching his
like
pearls,
like
trying to insinuate things.
Drunk, but he's so
like
drunk
he has all this
information
information
with him all the time.
I'm somebody that needs to
Right.
go around and speak to people and go looking for women and things like that. Or Death has to go and seek out people and try to get
What?
power and things like
Oh
that.
yeah, really?
When that's totally not the case. To me, it sounds like it's a
You
bunch of
just
fucking
fucking do it
projection.
in
to
a
me.
weird
I don't know
fucking
about
sort
you.
of persuade.
Projection,
CD.
projection.
Yeah. Deflection, erection.
Deflection, erection, projection. Erection.
Yeah, there you go. Headwork called it out as projection.
So
Exactly.
the title of the stream is
But you
called
went red in the
Tupperware
face because he
Hags,
got called
right?
out.
Because
Yeah, like Heverick smirk.
we're just a
He
couple of
knows.
guys
I know
hanging out
everything said
online, trying
about
to
me.
meet people, trying to hang out,
Headwork knows me.
tell some jokes, have a good time. But it seems like we've both been targeted by this group of so-called Tupperware hags.
Which I
And
named,
they're trying
by the
to
way.
paint
I
they're
named them
trying to
Tupperware
paint me
hags.
into
Copyrighted by Death.
a picture that
Then
I'm
AK
somebody
doxed
that's
them all.
seeking out people.
Mhm.
And now
Now she's
with the
all best
latest
friends with
interactions
them.
that you've
Ha.
had with the leader of the Tupperware
Gotta
Hope
hags,
she's
throw you in
happy.
the mess.
Yeah.
Definitely fucking
they're trying to
kicked
say
it.
that same thing about you. Now, we don't, to me, it seems like it is a lot of projection erection type of stuff.
I'll give you projection, erection, shall I? I'll give you.
Whoa.
There's your projection, erection, bitch.
You should have fucking
I
pulled
go
on
full
the
on
channel
Putin.
right then, Headwork. You should have fucking
Didn't Russia just declare a war on fucking USA?
Tragic
That's
got
my
excited.
projection,
Then he's like, fucking
rejection.
hell, he's never seen like actual
Hey, what's up,
inches.
Danny? What's up, Savannah?
Hey,
Oh,
Savannah. I love Savannah. She might go.
this is when you was nice to Savannah, was it? When you gave her a wrench on the channel, and it was all like sympathetic to her cause and her plight. Whilst it suited you. Fucking weirdo. Look at him.
This is like the calmest I've seen Tragic in a while. I mean, I know this video is old, but like it's such a difference than how he acts right now.
He is like he has mirrored himself of Nex. This is why he was so impressed by Nex, because he is impressed by Nex's manipulative fucking tactics. Harry uses negative attention to actually push him forward rather than try and stunt him, because he just uses it as a bit more victim points. This is why Tragic did his original family channel, apparently, with the in his legal name. You know, because if you wanted to get that kaboomed by YouTube, that's easily done. You just verify your identity to YouTube and you can get it removed. He keeps that up because it's like, oh, if you dare use it or whatnot, then he can claim like, oh, like Negs, you're using my children. He's mirrored himself
exactly.
particularly after Negs. He's like, Negs is his fucking mentor. That's how fucking sad you are, Tragic, that you've made a sad little fucking hunchback man, a little lying scumbucket, your mentor. So what does that say about you?
Imagine that shit. Looking up to pegs.
Got fucking high hopes and no hopes.
The man has a bra for his hunchback, Tragic. Just so you know.
Well, it's something for him to grip onto, isn't it?
Oh, God. Fucking saddle. Well, yeah, neither of them have got hips, so you know.
Oh shit! Right, let me play this.
Yeah, Savannah's a good person. She's good people. Now, to me, with the leader of the Tupperware hag saying that
who's the leader?
He
Pegsy?
was sexually harassed by Savannah, is to me is like saying you and I were seeking the Tupperware hags out. When
it's bizarre. It's fucking bizarre.
when in our case, we both shared the Tupperware hags out. We both
ew.
We both
what?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait. So for those of you that are not aware of this, you know who's been popping up on Nix's fucking streams lately? Fat fucking Jana. Fat fucking drunk Jana, right? Who recently because she must have heard me refer to her as fat fucking drunk Jana the last time I referred to her, who validated recently, oh, I don't drink anymore. Bullshit, bitch. You spend all day at home eating and drinking, hitting the bottle. And what else do you do? What else do we know that you do? Because I've seen all the DMs with head work. I've seen you.
Oh.
Oh, married woman that likes to profess that she's got such a good husband that washes her long hair and things. Probably washes her hair because she stinks because she's a fat bitch and she's bedridden. But, you know, that poor fucking husband that goes out to work to fucking feed that fat ass to support Negs, mind, right? She's like sent Headworks naughty pictures and everything.
I'm still cringing over Tragic saying that he used to share the Tupperware hags.
I've seen her declare her love for Headwork. Okay? So whilst Tragic is referring to we shared out the Tupperware hags, right? That's what he's referring to right there, okay? Just so you know.
We got echo going on?
That's right, I'm good.
Oh, okay. When in our case, the Tupperware hags sought us out, and we both have seen each other's evidence on that.
Oh, you must have shown him Jana's DMs as
So
well.
it's quite the opposite.
Yeah.
It's quite an interesting thing to take that stance.
It's a psychology 789, isn't it? Really, what it is a case of? I would use this defense as my fucking rule, as my projection, as my prosecution. But the reality is that the defense is fucking dead.
I like that he makes that with the mic every time he talks.
Danny says, what's ridiculousness? Savannah has been nothing but helpful to many channels, giving her talents.
This is true. What's said on screen right there is said, you know, and the way that Savannah's been painted, you know, in this fucking light is disgusting to me, you know, which is why I always backed Savannah from fucking day one from this shit. And like I've said many times, me and her weren't even friends back then. We are now. We are because of this stuff. We forged a great friendship. In fact, one that I never thought that we was going to have because we never got along initially. And she's a great person. She's got real integrity and I have proper respect for her. And I mean proper fucking respect for her. And I don't say that lightly towards many people, in all honesty.
Yeah, kind of like how Gigi said that she can really like withstand a lot. Like I saw a lot of what Savannah has gone through with these people, and she is very strong.
Yes, she is incredibly strong. But the shame of it is that she's had to be. She's had no choice to be. And at times she's not been faced with kindness from people. She's had a lot of fucking detrimental shit said about her, a lot of derogatory fucking shit said about her, stuff that no one should ever have said about them. She's had said about her. And she's had to face it all in the, you know, she had no fucking choice because I told her this from the get-go. When I told her about the DMs and all of that, and Negs, this is before Negs did what Gigi was referring to earlier. Mm-hmm. Everyone knew about the thing because when Negs said on stream, but before Negs said on stream, I'd already leaked out the DMs where Negs had the conversation with me about it.
Yeah.
The reason why he was saying that on stream is because the information had already was released and he was already doing the backpedal. He was already in that mode. He knew it had been leaked. He knew that I was dropping info left, right, and centre. He knew that I'd had conversations with Belinda, Gigi, and everyone, and tried to give people a heads up of what was about to fucking come. And this is before I pulled the kill switch in the actual Discord itself, and like threw myself under the bus in the entire situation. I did it, you know, all in a timely manner. Like I had to do it in a certain way because I wanted Savannah to have enough chance to combat this. And I said to her, you need to go out there publicly and face all this shit. And it's going to be humiliating, but you have to do it, because if you don't, and he gets out there first on one of his many fucking soccer accounts, because that's the way he'll do it and not claim ownership of it, and then you won't be able to pin it on him. Whereas if we get it out now, the threat is out there and it's real and true. If he makes any moves, even if it's under a sock, we can trace it back to him. Legally, if you needed to make steps, you can then trace it back to him, because we have the threat and we have the timeline on it. So she had to do what she had to fucking do at that time, you know, and it was humiliating to her. And although she's come across as very, very fucking strong to many people because she's had to, I've seen beneath that. I've seen times where she's not been that strong.
Yeah, and this shit can really fuck you up, you know, and it shouldn't have to. You know, this is all because some fucking quote unquote man couldn't tell a girl no.
For the last,
like he's that big of a pussy.
For the last year when I stepped away, she was one of the few individuals that me and her had constant communication. And this is how mine and her friendship flourished. You know, over that length of time. This year where I took a step back, she was taking more of a step back, but me and her was in communication, and I just wanted to support her, really. I didn't really give a fuck about anything else. And the fact is that he's been all supportive here, and they're being all supportive of Savannah's plight. I'm not saying Danny, like her online comment, is still valid, and she's not said anything bad here. I'm talking about Tragic and whoever, that very much has changed their tune now. It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some work. She among everyone is honestly the one that spoke the most reason. She isn't evil, as people say.
Anyone that says that Savannah's evil is full of shit.
Exactly.
Fucking full of shit. I don't even want to listen to any of them scumbags.
Yeah, it doesn't make any fucking sense to me. But when you're building a narrative, when you're trying to discredit people, you have to reach for anything that you can try to grab. And in this case, it was, oh, Savannah was making me do this. She kept sending me nude pictures. She was forcing them on me. Make it make sense.
Next, listen, you're a fucking piece of shit, and I will fuck you over, you little fucko. You're a psychopath. You're a sociopath. And guess what? I'm normal. I know you find that hard to believe, you little bitch. But guess what? This Englishman will fucking terminate you.
Now, Hedwig, you've made some streams lately towards the leader of the Tupperware hags, and he hasn't responded to those. Why do you think that's the case? You point a finger at someone, remember you always have three pointing them right back. That's very true.
All right, guess what, Next? You're my bitch.
Savannah.
You know, enough of clutching this pearls bullshit. I mean, no one is buying into that shit except for the Tupperware hags. Nobody else believes any of it. No one believes that you were sexually assaulted by Savannah.
Oh, you just said no one else believes that shit, right? Negative shit about Savannah apart from the crazy Tupperware hags. He knows why he's back over there with Negs, because not only can he manipulate Negs and every one of them, right? All of them, including Negs' fucking like community.
Yeah, they're easily manipulated.
So easily, because he knows them all very well. He knows how he manipulated them all the first time around, you know, and has to butter them all up. They're all like weak little lonely housewives that like flutter their eyelashes at him. And he told me all this shit. This is why, you know, I was like, oh, do you want me to go have a word with this one or that one? And he was like, no. He's like, oh. And then I called his bluff one day. I was like, no, I'll go do that. I was like, and I went and told Shane, I was like, oh, you know, blah, blah. You know, me and him have got a thing going on. So she was like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah, da, da, da. Like, you know, because of that reason. And I was like, I called his bluff. And he was like, oh, okay, you go do that. So this is where it all stemmed from.
Yeah. Insomnia will ask Tupperware hags what. That's what we people used to call Negs's community back in the day. Probably like 2-3 years
from
ago.
that fucking long gone era where they used to sit around
Yeah.
lonely housewives, you know, with Tupperware parties.
They're all fat, lonely, wannabe soccer moms, but they're not.
No, they're older than that. They were going back to Tupperware, and they're not as exciting to have like fucking dildo parties or something. Then no, Tupperware is about their lot. Okay.
Yeah. Like they all have husbands, but that's like all they have, and their husbands probably never touch them because they're obsessed with Negs and Tragic. It's kind of gross.
Yeah.
It's really sad if you think about it.
So by you being lucky enough for her to send you those pictures in the first place, and then 2, trying to say or make comments about me being predatory towards the Tupperware hags, and now throwing headwork into
You are predatory, you freak.
He did that to one of the Tupperware hags. When that's quite the opposite, because we've both reviewed our receipts, our evidence on that, and you know, there's a lot of them. You know, we could count them on our fingers and our toes, the amount of people. So we've combined them, we've checked them together, and it seems like the Tupperware hags and the leader of the Tupperware hags are liars and manipulators.
Oh.
And they like to discredit and target people.
Is that why you went back to them?
Look bad, and that's
Yeah.
not good. You know, that's called slander. You know, we could clutch our pearls and as well too. We, you know, you're slandering us.
Hey, listen, character assassination. By the way, I've got the blue eyes.
You're in black and white, headwork.
Mr. fucking Tragic.
I must say,
shits about this stuff. You know, that's what's funny to me.
You and I, you know, we're decent in the.
In all honesty, Headwork is the least invested in this shit out of anyone. Like, he's got all the equipment, all the fucking shit. He's got like a proper like studio, right? But he doesn't give a fuck about YouTube. He couldn't give one fuck about this shit. This is why he's already tapped out of what Tragic's fucking saying. He's like, yeah, whatever, bruv. Fuck it. Like, he knows he sounds like a bitch. He knows that Tragic sounds like a fucking bitch. Why?
Looks category. Now, if we wanted to compare how we look towards the Tupperware hags,
couldn't give a shit.
I mean, who's believing this story?
Away with the fairies.
Yeah, I mean, look at this guy.
No.
He's built. He could start joining weightlifting competitions and bodybuilder competitions and probably bring home
Show off
some
your
medals and
guitars.
shit.
Let's see the collection.
Couldn't give a shit. Told you.
I mean, so who's fooling who?
Who's fooling who? Exactly. Who's fooling who, Negs? You little bitch. Who's fooling who? Actor.
Turns out it was Tragic because he went back to Negs.
This man is negative. I'm positive pack. That's where we're going for this.
Fucking like
shit.
Squirming.
The negative nation.
Have you noticed that whenever Headwork says anything about Tragic, like Tragic goes silent and squirms within his own skin because he knows what's ever been said about him isn't the truth.
Yeah. He doesn't do well.
Like, uncomfortable in his own body language. He goes all squirmy, then his eye contact drops, and he sits there uncomfortably whilst they're saying whatever it is they're saying about him because he knows that it's far from the fucking truth.
Yep. He's not good with like any like real like men on panel either. Like, because Negs, you know, he's a little cuck bitch. So like he's not a real man.
No, they're cut from the same cloth, both little bitch boys. That's why they
and
like
as manly as AK is, she does not have a dick. So like when he's with like a real man on panel, he like has no idea how to deal. He also can't handle Belinda either. But beside the point.
If she did have a dick, it would have herpes on it. I'm just saying.
A bunch of wankers, and the positive pack are gonna win. That's how we're going.
I try to catch streams, but on the West Coast and usually miss them when I'm working, but I'm here now. Yeah, thanks for coming, Danny. We enjoy having you here. We enjoy everybody that comes and just chills and hangs out and has a good time. You know, we're here to have fun,
And that I can
joke around,
manipulate
but
along the way.
you know,
You're welcome.
we have to
Listen to my
respond back
bullshit.
when people are attacking us. It's just it's something that's going to happen.
Yeah, standard. Like it's not like we really want to go out of our way to do it, but the reality is that Ned is just a fucking piece of shit. And I swear to God, I've been one of the guys at the round table, as you know, Tragic. I've been at the round table for 2 years, and I have decided that Negs is a piece of shit. And the reason why is because I'm a wise man, and that's all you need to
I know, I
fucking know.
convinced him. We're going to say no, it's because they're going to say no, it's because Hedwick's are drunk and Death convinced him that Negs was. No, I did none of that. And I never went to Hedwick. Hedwick came to me, right, and asked me what the fuck has gone down. I basically told him, look, this is the shit. This is why I had to implode it. I told him about the Savannah situation and blah, blah, blah. He made up his mind from there on forth. Okay. Then he witnessed fucking Nex's unhinged behaviors from that moment onwards, and then definitely declared he's a fucking scumbucket. You know, so there was no convincing to be had. But they won't say that. They'll run with he's a drunk and Death convinced him because she's a pathological liar and a drunk also. I'm sure. Mm-hmm.
That's all you need to know. There you go. There's the bowl of truth. Right.
So
there.
we were talking about the Tupperware hags a little bit earlier, Headwork, briefly, and you've known the group of the so-called Tupperware hags for a long time, and it's not so much that they're bad people or they're evil or whatnot. It's just what they're allowed to do within this so-called community that they try to exist in and navigate through. And it seems like it's been going on quite a while where these so-called Tupperware hags try to label people as things that they're not. And that's just, that's not a real nice thing to do to people.
Oh, really?
This is not.
Oh, really?
I can't respect that.
Yeah. It's almost like they've decided that they've got an opinion, and you can't help but think, I don't care about your opinion. Go fuck yourself. Shut the fuck up, Tupperware hag. Oh, by the way, see, hag, we're not talking about you because we respect you. We love your opinion because we know that you're a fucking hardcore bitch.
Yes, he hag. We got much love for you.
You know, Tragic's face right there. It's
what just happened to him?
Well, because he fucking is hating his life decisions at this moment in time, right? Because Hedgework's fucking gig is this, right? He's fucking trolling Tragic in the sense that he's there to derail all the fucking bitching that Tragic's doing. Right, and this is Headwork for you, It's like, yeah, if you fucking get into your feels too much about shit that doesn't matter, he'll remind you pretty quick that it fucking doesn't matter. And if it means being like an arsehole and like the way he's face fucking that microphone is part of it. And then Tragic knows it. He's like, what the fuck are you doing with that microphone? He wants to say it, but he doesn't dare. That's why he's going red in the face, because out of frustration. And it's funny to me.
Yeah, I feel like he just couldn't even contain himself. Like he had to roll his eyes back, so he just closed them.
The nuances of it all, So it's it bothers him, and he hasn't got the balls to fucking step up and say anything to some person. No, he doesn't like confrontation. This is why he wheedles his way out of fucking every situation, and has learned to do that because he's not a real man either, and that's why
he doesn't know how to interact.
Why he does all these bitch boy moves behind the scenes,
Yeah. Definitely come in the chat. Everyone feel comfortable chatting in the chat. No one's going to target you. Well, I can't say that with 100% certainty, but we're not going to allow that to occur for people.
No, you'll just do it later.
Also,
bitch.
Max, I'm a big fan of Max. Max
No,
knows
he's
me,
like next
me and him
painting
are
a
good
narrative.
compadres.
Like no one's gonna attack you. Like he's putting it out there like you are.
Yeah, Max made a really funny video I shared on my
That's the
community
next
tab.
tactic right there.
Everyone should go check that out. He gave some advice to the leader of the Tupperware hags.
What's he doing? Look at his.
Yeah, Savannah, come up, babe.
Yeah, come on up, Savannah. Definitely.
We'll
come up and hang out.
We'll look after you. Don't worry. It's a hard case of acton.
Because he's regarded, Kayla.
Anyway, everyone knows that Headwork will look
Hey.
after anyone.
I know that eyeball.
That. Oh, it's Deb.
I forgot that my name was still from the last Hussy stream. Oh yeah,
Manager.
Yeah, I forgot.
So we should tell that story about how we were chatting that one time, Death, and you were kind of like asking me questions about my interactions with the Tupperware hags in that community.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of started explaining a little bit, and I started showing you kind of conversations back and forth between the Tupperware hags.
Mm-hmm.
And you were quite shocked at first, right? Because I didn't complain about it. I didn't go around and clutch my pearls and bitch about it.
Well, it kind of unraveled initially. I think we was chatting about all variety of things by that point anyway. So our conversation was random, and I think we was talking about your OnlyFans or something, and I was like, "How comes you got that anyway?" And you told me the story of how that came about,
mm-hmm.
you know, and then derived from that came that obviously all these women are chasing you now because of this reason, you know, and I started saying, well, you know, don't you feel like a piece of meat or something of that ilk, and you know. And you was like, yeah, I kind of do, you know, but you put up with it because the next is paying members and you don't want to upset anyone, you know.
Yeah.
And even though they was crossing lots of lines, even in the actual discords and themselves, it was constant. It was like sexual harassment at some points. It was, because even when Trudge would come in there and try just to talk about normal things, yeah, there was times where he played it up and was like overly flirtatious himself, or you know, would do things of that ilk.
Hello.
But, hey, Savannah.
Hey, Savannah. Yeah, it was. Yeah, they would message me and they'd ask me weird questions, like if I thought.
Oh, Savannah.
Ask me about their arms and stuff. How's it going, Savannah? How you doing?
Action.
Fine. I come up because
Me queen.
today I read Kiwi Farms again. Of course, I read it daily because Kiwi Farms is nice to me. And
Commander Gigi was nice to you, huh?
yeah, I have to. Gigi Farms is nice to me. I'm coming here like a German. Do you call that German panther, like a blitzkrieg now? There was one. There was a Discord league again. There was one hack.
Mm-hmm.
There was saying that it was in the general chat, or I don't know, that next should release the news because he was complimenting me so much, so he should just release them. And I thought, like, what the
Well, I made the stance. I can't remember whose chat it was. It might have been Gigi's when he covered it or something. You know, the one he did when about you. And I said something of this ilk. Whether it's complimentary or whether it's not, is besides the point. You know, whether somebody says, oh, you got a nice body or you got a fucking horrible body is besides the point. You know, that's not where the threat lays. The threat lays, you know, I've seen your body. I'm about to tell people what it looks like. I might even show them. And that's where the intimidation tactic lies. And if people want to override that factor, oh, because he complimented you, fuck yourselves. Savannah isn't
No.
a piece of meat, you know.
Yeah.
And if she wanted to show whoever she wanted to show, whether it was for whatever rhymes, reasons, whether it was even fucking what if she wasn't to be a fucking nude model, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean
No,
that
I
it's
can.
a free for all, you know.
No, I.
Do it
Yeah,
with
no,
her
I can.
time, you know. If even if it's artistic, you know, a woman how she wants to use her body or display her body is still her call.
Yeah. Now I
There's
can
autonomy
concentrate
over
better.
her own fucking body, and that's besides the point whether it's complimentary or not. And it's not for somebody else to take that power from her.
I just had an echo, so I was a bit over the place. Now it's gone. So, but the point is also he started publicly fighting with me. So a compliment isn't a compliment in that case. It's to just say.
No, it wasn't intended really as a compliment. It was to let people know I've seen you, and they might see you as well.
And now back to the hags. So that hag I was reading about today, like she was, he's complimenting her all the time. She should just drop the news. I thought, like, do you hate him? Do you want him to do something illegal? Like the stupidity is,
It's ridiculous. Well,
Yeah,
Savannah, a lot of people have been wondering, Savannah, how did that? You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but I know you've said a little bit to me and how you what he said to you when you first started sending pictures, because he's trying to build this narrative that you're sexually harassing him by sending.
I don't want to even address him too much. He's lying so much. I wanted to address the hags now because I read it today about them, and there was a topic, and I don't even bother to.
They amp him up. That's the problem with these fucking Tupperware hags, is that they're there amping up his behavior and permitting it.
Oh yeah, their behavior is intertwined. It's interlinked.
They're jealous.
Yeah, they agree with everything, but that was what I read today. Like encouraging him to just drop. I'm laughing. It's not funny, but it's so. What's like, what the? When I'm laughing, it's also it doesn't mean.
She's laughing because this is she's referring to the Negs getting drunk on that stream. You remember that stream?
Yeah, with his mega hat.
I don't like listening to myself. Double deaf is not where it's at. I'm just saying.
It's a little trippy. I'm keep looking at your other picture, being like,
I don't like it. It's like Inception almost. It's like, yeah, but in all honesty, no, it's true. Yeah, I went on a bit of a rant there, you know, about it, you know, women how they're able to fucking use their bodies, and that's kind of it still stands, you know. At the end of the day, revenge porn is revenge porn because if you don't have someone's consent, you know, whether they've shared something with you or not, you know, doesn't give you the public right to share it with whoever you like now.
Yeah, especially like Negs is never produced. Like it'd be very easy for him to show like his responses of like, no, please stop. I doubt he ever said those words ever. Like,
yeah, Skeet, do you want to come up for a bit? Do you want to come up? I'll drop you the link in the Discord if you got a minute. Come up.
It's also funny to look back at this and see Tragic speaking the way that he is, because then he asks, like,
let me know and I'll give you the link.
Like, why Lane or like Little Boots and like Gigi, like, why were you so upset that we went back to Negs? Like, this is why, because you literally did a 180 on everything you were saying. It was fucking weird. And he doesn't get it. He's like, oh. What's up, Olap?
It is the point is that, you know, at the end of the day, whatever Savannah did, she's a grown woman, Negs was a fucking grown man. You know, he never objected to it once. And this much I know, because although Savannah wasn't at this time, it was all very raw. She didn't want to address a lot of it as well. You know, yeah. All right, Skate. I'll drop the link into the Discord so it's ready. So just come up whenever you're home. All right. Yeah. So the fact is that Negs used to compliment her. Savannah's told me this. Savannah's
Well, he did it on stream.
Look, me and her discussed it in great length. Like, as I said, like, we was in full communication over that year, you know, and I, you know, out of curiosity, I asked her many things about it, you know, and she was very, you know, accepting and told me a lot of her truth. And I'm not going to tell everyone all of it. No, I'm not. No way will I. But at the end of the day, he was more than fucking accepting of it, more than complimentary. Okay? And there is only one time where he didn't give her a compliment or respond to one picture. So she was like, oh, okay. Do you not want the picture? Because he hadn't replied to it. So she deleted it immediately. And he messaged her and was like, why did you delete that? Oh, no, send them to me. Okay? So he more than fucking was okay with it.
Right. And funny enough, so spoiler for anyone who hasn't seen Gigi's stream, but maybe Tragic ran back to Negs because they're both revenge pornographers. How cute is that?
Well, yeah, we knew that Tragic had shared that with Gigi, that Google Drive. We I know how low he will sink, you know, in all different regards. This is why, you know, I took the tactic that I did with him. But, you know, you can't convince people of something until they go through it, unfortunately. And this is the truth.
Yeah.
You know, and we can all take our own lessons from this and apply it to other situations going forward, or other people or interactions that we meet, right? And realize that not everybody is so forthright, you know, with integrity or morals and so forth. And they are manipulative and they do have an agenda, you know, and they get a weird kick out of manipulating people, like a power aspect to it. And it's strange. It's very strange. And they're invested in this stuff, this like people play, you know, like a puppeteer almost.
Yeah. It's people that like don't, you know, they don't have outside lives. So the internet's all they have. And so they make it everything, you know.
You posted their show. All right, Scoop. Well, we'll take a look at that when you come up. We'll take a look at that. I'll send you the link in the Discord. When you come up, we'll jump to your channel and we'll link it when you come up.
And welcome Touch Grass and Creek Native Girl.
Let me do that now. Whilst you're talking.
And Mike Vincent. Who else has come in? What's up, y'all? Thanks for coming by to chat with us about these crazy motherfuckers. Bobby cats.
Did you drop the link to Dark Ninja and GP or not, or what?
I did. GP is busy with the baby, so he's not able to now. And Dark Ninja ran away again.
He ran away into the night like a ninja.
Fucking ninja. You just like, not be a ninja.
Every week, I'll hop on.
Yeah.
I'll hop on. And I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
This motherfucker asks for the link every time. And then, like, the one time we don't ask him, he's like, oh, come on. And we're like, okay. And he doesn't. The fuck? Boys. Yeah, he's busy feeding his dogs. That's right, Kimmy.
Yeah, he's always busy feeding those fucking damn dogs.
Yeah, Poppy. And he was like freaking out about like the one screenshot he has of Gigi that we've all seen like a million times before that he thinks is so groundbreaking, when Tragic has said like way fucking worse about Negs. Like way worse.
Yeah,
in private.
yeah. We'll come to some of those DMs. You know, we're going through things bit by bit, people. You know, I don't want to overload you with a ton of boring DMs at first. We've got loads of golden nuggets. We've got loads of videos, radio broadcasts, all kinds of things. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Fun. All right, let me hit play on this. So just drop the link to Skeeter.
That I think it's funny.
No,
like
I know that with you. It's kind of like a nervous laughter as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I understand, Savannah.
Yeah, it was. There was like, what is wrong with you? I was thinking, what the hell is wrong with you? And okay, I have also been his audience. Okay, I'm not. I cannot say, oh, I'm so much better. No, I have always been, also been his audience. So I have seen shit before that I didn't support internally. I should have stopped supporting some time ago. Yeah, I admit that. But it's just looking back, it's not that easy. But I should have stopped supporting some time ago. I didn't agree with everything. I always said that publicly, but I should have made a cut some time ago. But afterwards, you know, oh, it's better, and you get wrapped up in stuff before and. So I cannot say, oh, I'm so much better, and oh, I have been his audience, but I have to say that the shit he has been saying that just this year, like, how can you make that okay in your mind? Like, how can you say to him, you just drop the page?
Well, look, me and you have both experienced that since, and we've even spoken since and cleared the air between us because we had a bump in the road that shouldn't have occurred. And you know that, and I know that. And that was fed by him creating this image of you that you was doing certain behaviors that you weren't doing. And until after the fact, I didn't know that from you until afterwards.
Yeah, he commented on my DC video yesterday. So I have never commented on his stuff since he publicly turned on me. I have never commented anywhere. First time he commented on my Instagram some days after he started bashing on me on Twitch. Then I blocked him. So there's the stalking on my part. And yesterday he commented on my video. So where am I harassing? Where am I stalking?
Exactly. Who's following around her?
Yeah,
it's creepy.
So I don't address anything of it because I said it all in my video. I don't want to address him. It's so much bullshit. I don't want to give too much content. But now it's about the hags and.
Well, I've dealt with a similar situation too, and a lot of you guys have seen that as well, where there's certain people that will follow me anywhere I go, like anywhere that I've been a mod in or I've been involved in for a while. Soon as I stop going to those streams, they pop up in those streams, thinking that some way in their warped mind that they'll see me or I'll see.
Narcissist much?
Right.
It couldn't possibly be that certain people overlap all different communities, because this is the weird mentality of not just like tragic, but negs, DC, all of that. This is why, like, even they've said about me, oh, she jumps from community to community. It's like, no, motherfuckers, if I don't like a community and I dip out of a fucking community, that is not me leaping from community to community. That's me navigating the internet as a fucking grown-up and deciding, fuck this shit, I'm out. You know? And if somebody else turns up in a fucking chat, just because you know them from another fucking place doesn't mean that they're stalking you either. You know what I mean? Isn't that a weird mentality? It's just fucking strange to me for him to like have this narcissistic approach, be like, oh, people are following me because I knew them in this community and now I see them in this community.
I do think that's more part of his projection, though, because he does like stalk people. He puts bots on people's Twitters, on their channel. Yeah. Like he's got notifications for everyone that he claims to dislike. He knows every single thing they do online. Like as soon as they do something, he gets notified about it. And then DC posts a screenshot, right? So like how can he sit here and talk about people stalking him because they come into the same chats when he like legit stalks people? Like,
Oh yeah.
he's been taken to court for it, actually. Granted, he didn't, or he won it, quote unquote, whatever, but like, he still got taken to court for it because he's doing it.
The thing is that, you know, everything he fucking says, you know, he does, you know, and he legitimately has gone, not just like I said, in every fucking community, but this motherfucker hasn't got enough platforms. Not enough platforms were invented for him to fucking delve into. Like,
right.
He wants to be everywhere. He wants to cast his net far and wide and create this like whole like everyone fucking knows me vibe.
Yeah, he does.
He really wants to be internet famous, even if it's for the wrong fucking reasons. Just like Negs, for the wrong fucking reasons. You both want to become well known on the internet in a little fucking dirgy cesspool for all the wrong reasons.
Them on these streams in their chats talking, and they'll get my attention that way. It's a bizarre thing to do.
Yeah.
It's just creepy.
But I'm also fascinated again with the hacks that I remember how they were so against. Hi, Susanna. How they were so against DC Media Girl, and now they are all for her. Like they wave with him.
I know, I love it. Don't you fucking love that? Don't you love it?
Fascinating.
And all through that Discord, all the Discord hags were trashing DC, and it was like nonstop. And all the other Discords, they trashed DC for what? It's been over a year now, probably close to 2 years. And then suddenly, just overnight, they're just totally fine.
The funny thing is, I never participated in that fucking Discord because I knew that it was all fucking, it wasn't for me. That shit was not for me. And I don't put my name or affiliate with shit that I don't want to be seen or doing with. So this is why when he went to Twitch and I thought it was all going to be positive, it was a case of if we're going to do this, then it's going to be run a tight ship. And there's going to be some decorum. There's not going to be all this toxic stuff and all the things that he was saying in the other discourse was not going to go on. I didn't permit it because it was my name at the fucking top of the thing. You know, he didn't want to take responsibility for the actual Discord. He said that himself, but then I'm not going to allow him to conduct himself like he fucking wants in my thing. You know, because it's my affiliation.
I'm
it's
a
like,
dictator.
well, people think that I permit that. No, I don't.
Yeah.
So what? That makes me Hitler. That makes me a dictator because I expected a level of decorum from people.
Yeah.
It's protecting yourself so he can't say, well, this person allowed this conversation to occur in this Discord, and it did.
It's decorum. I'm fucking sick of that word.
Decorum?
Yeah, fucking stop saying the fucking decorum. Dulce decorum, the damned. Stop saying it, bitch.
So some funny thing about DC, I don't know if it's true, but someone told me that he said in his Discord, he told the hacks that they should not call DC old. That they should not bully her and call her old because, it is a running joke to call her old because she is too old for the shit she's doing. Like, how can you behave like that? Like she's behaving with 57. But yeah, I was told that he said it in his Discord. He should stop calling you old.
Yeah, it's like I was being in basically in the most people's world. I've been disrespectful to Def yesterday. Me and Def have got we got this relationship, you know what I mean? So we do, that's what we are, and we're North London. We bash it out. So it's not disrespect. It's in terms of endearment. You get me?
Yeah.
Well, that's part of the game that they play, to clutch their pearls at anything that they can.
We're English. We're English. This is the way we flow. It just work this way, Def, innit? That's how we flow. Of course, the Americans, they do their thing the way that they do, you know, whatever.
Yeah, take it all too fucking seriously.
It's a bit confusing.
Right then.
It's definitely confusing because confusing.
He looks confused
because
right now. Look at his
I know
face.
that Americans often say to me, "Oh, you come across as condescending." Oh, I'm sorry, my bad.
Oh, and another thing about the hags, I noticed he could convince them to hate on Gigi and to call him Clifford now. that is also.
You see Tragic's face there? It's fucking killing me. This shit. Whatever fucking Headwork says, it's just like complete fucking derailment of whatever Tragic's trying to fucking say. And Tragic can't say anything to him because he doesn't have the balls to. So he just sits there getting red in the face and he just literally shook his head from side to side. Oh my god. It's so funny. Did you see that? Did you see him do that? I almost want to play it back. I might a little bit. I just need to see him shake his head at like the whole fucking thing. He doesn't understand any of it.
You come across as condescending.
What? Just watch Tragic.
Sorry, my bad.
Oh, and another thing about the hags, I noticed he could convince them to hate on Gigi and to call him Clifford now. that is also a stunt. Like how I don't know if some of them had anything to do.
He's fucking like a stunned fucking rabbit in the headlights or some shit. He can't fathom anything out. Or like a dog doing algebra. I don't know what the fucking one is, but he's something. His mind's fucking ticking all over the place and not in the right directions. That's for sure. Jesus.
With Gigi before, but he managed to raise hate for this guy. Like Gigi is now the super villain to deflect from the fact that he is.
Yeah, but this was always the plan, Savannah. The whole plan of like DC and Negs like being in cahoots was firstly that DC and D Higgins and Missy Ann had formed this like little friendship group where the plan was to take down Traj, and then the second goal after that was to come for Gigi and Peanut and those lot. You know, so to have Negs on side in that way, you know, DC knew it was like, well, he's got a lot of ammo, and if he's got to bear against these people, let's have this. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, right?
I saw Messy Ann. I call her Messy Ann because I saw also now bashing on Gigi. What did she ever have anything to do with Gigi? It's like, all hail everything that Next says.
The way I see it is that loads of people came out Tragic, the kind of egotastic realm. The thing is that Tragic is he's just playing the game, isn't it? He's playing the game, isn't it? It's kind of like what I'm playing the game now as we speak. I'm actually playing the game as we speak. So don't worry about it, Traj. The guy's he's a good guy, man. I don't know why people are giving him grief. Oh, of course, well, I know why. It's because Negative Nation, aka NN, aka fucking Negs, aka the tripsoid fucking crazy psychopathic fucking son of a bitch that seems to blame the entire world on himself. He's like this crazy son bitch that's just blame everyone else is to blame except him. And the beautiful thing about this is going to end quite quickly, by the way. The beautiful thing about this is that we all know that Negs is the fucking primary source of evil. You get me, fam?
It's fascinating how the people that are left there are not many people. He's getting some more support, but he will not get much more support. It will stagnate soon. And
Now that much is true. And this is the thing, you know, and this is why he's fucking mad as a fucking hatter, you know, sitting there steaming in his fucking own juices every fucking day. It's because he has stunted his own growth. Nobody else has fucking got in the way of Negs more than Negs himself. And that's the problem. Because even when he's given a new opportunity, even when I stepped forward and said I'd build his fucking Twitch channel and do all this shit, and yes, run the Discord and this, and this, and making bacon pancakes helped me out massively with all of that as well. When we fucking did all that shit for him, you know, none of that was fucking good enough anyway, you know? Because he couldn't fucking stick to a fucking goddamn thing. The only thing that I ever fucking wanted from any of them fucking lot, whether it be tragic, whether it be hussy, whether it be next, was that if they were going to turn over a new fucking leaf, and I told them all that Twitch was a much stricter platform, they couldn't do all this shit that they'd been doing on YouTube. Plus, it wouldn't fly. I said that they should learn new fucking content anyway. I said, because the new people are going to come in from Twitch and be like, what the fuck is all this shit that you're talking about? It won't apply to them. So that's why you stunted your growth immediately. This is why I got Hussy doing that celebrity content. It was because of that reason. So you didn't stunt your fucking growth. And I was trying to get Next to do more serious articles and cover more fucking like topical stuff that he could actually have strong opinions on, you know, in a way. Not all this dramatics on YouTube. But his old resentments get the better of him. You know, and he can't stop himself. And when he started fucking messaging me, you know, and ranting message after message after message, sentence after sentence, going on about Gigi, Belinda, Fedora, and this one and that one and this one, like, I knew it was unsalvageable. And when he said the thing about Savannah, like, literally, it was in the same, like, thread of that conversation as he was going off about them all, I knew I was done that minute. I was like, fuck you all. You don't want to do fucking better. You don't want to do positive shit. I can see where this is all going, and I'm not on fucking board for it at all.
Yeah, Capricorn, New Jersey is asking how old is this video? I think it's like a year and a half or so. Is that about right? Or maybe a little more? Less? I don't know. Again, time is not my strong suit.
I'll tell you when. Yeah, a little over under a year and a half. Just over a year.
Jeez.
Probably a year and 2 months.
So there are very few people left there, and it's fascinating to me how they protect every single shit that has been said now. Like, he is saying the most true shit, and how they protect this to, yeah, this is fascinating for me.
Yeah. What's your cut on it, Trudge? Oh, by the way, Craig, I noticed you've been doing other videos and all that sort of jazz, like Negs versus Negs and X versus X, X versus X. I like this. I think you should do more. X versus, yeah, like people versus people.
Yeah, I just try to use their same words against their new words, because they always try to.
Well, bro, I even said. I even encourage you to do me versus me.
Yeah,
which you'll struggle with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If people are true to who they are and stand for something and have, you know, principles that they believe in, I wouldn't be able to make those types of videos on people like that. Yeah. Like, same with me. I'm very consistent in what I believe in and what I say, what I stand for. So you wouldn't see me saying something and then something completely the opposite, especially within a short.
Oh my God, you can't make this shit up. Thank you for that. Fucking hell.
It makes my head dizzy.
Clip that and run to Twitter with that motherfucking Jesus. Oh, I don't lie. Now I know
It's
why
just
Savannah
something
said,
else.
watch this. She was like, watch this and you'll see how much he fucking flipped. Yeah, she was right. Uh-huh. She couldn't make it tonight because she's got an early start in the morning. But yeah, she definitely was on to something when she said, fucking watch this.
Oh, yeah.
Well done, Savannah. Thank you. It's amazing.
Period of time, and that's what's been happening with all these people. It's a joke.
So I remember one hack saying, "Oh, it's tragic," and next day would fight, and that would break my heart. And then the fight started. Oh, tragic! That piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, the day before, they all loved me, sending me hearts. When I talk in the Discord, they would say, "Oh, hey, tragic, how you doing?" And then they try to act like they didn't know about these same things that these people have trying to trash me for the past year. It's like, oh, it was all new to them. Oh, I didn't know anything about that. I'm so shocked. Oh Lord, big bad tragedy. He's so much worse than I ever thought.
It's so fucking embarrassing, mate.
It is embarrassing.
Oh God, I saw that act of him like, oh God. But again, back to the hacks, how they buy everything. Like,
I hope that you all noticed that I was very silent during that. Okay? And the reason why I was fucking silent, because I was well clued up on this motherfucker from day one, which I showed in the screenshots that I'd been saving since well before he even fucking snuck up on me, did I not? Yeah, I'm real quiet because I know already he plays every fucking way that he can.
how can the mind sleep so much? And again, I have been his audience. My mind has also been sleeping. I have to admit this. I'm not free of this, okay? But currently, I'm sorry, currently to me, the shit show is even worse than it was like 3 months ago. Or am I wrong?
No, it's far
you're
worse.
not
I mean, he's been on Twitch for 7 months and kept his fucking nose clean for that long, right?
Yeah,
Since
he
his
won't
YouTube got imploded, like, and it got axed and whatnot, it's been 7 months, and that's all he could do. That was it. That was his best take.
He won't last.
Okay, and another thing, okay? I remember I got exiled also because he said I was always talking about fat girl shit. Which is not true. And
the amount of times he said that, you know, that you wouldn't leave things alone and that you was hanging him and this and that, and, you know, all kinds of things, you know.
Yeah, and he didn't want to make
this is what created the bump in the road between me and you, even when me and you had like a couple of words. Like, we never fell out hard. Well, you know, we was direct with each other. We always spoke direct to each other. I never ever like anything I ever said to, like Negs was saying to me about you. I never said anything behind your back that I haven't said to you in the chat, even or in any formal way. You know that I shoot from the hip in that regard. You know that I'm straight talking.
But also back to the hags, though, because what's fascinating for me.
The thing is that with your the whole thing with you is that when it was created that you was doing this sort of thing, there was evidence in the Discord, because before I left, I grabbed the whole thing, the last exchange, right, of you and Nex, and I got it still, and you see it, and you're like, oh, okay. Well, you're trying to say goodnight several times, and he's the one with the dog, like the dog with a bone, wouldn't let go of it.
Yeah, he just kept going. So I'm not up to date on these new Discord leaks. So
I'm sorry, I have one short point about this.
Sure, go ahead.
Drama.
No, that's true about that last conversation that Savannah had with Negs. Now, I didn't know this at the time. It was only after And when he said what he did about Savannah's nudes to me, and I was like, fuck this shit. And then I was like, that's some fucking extreme shit for you to like pull on someone. And then that made me curious of like, what was your last interaction with her? Because he was already starting to paint this view of her to me, that she was a stalker, that he'd had to ban her from the Discord, that he'd got rid of her from every platform that he could, from Twitter, from Instagram, all of this. Meanwhile, it was the other way. Savannah left the Discord of her own accord. She left all Discord. She left Twitter as well. I think she only had Instagram at that time. And that's about it. And yeah. So that made me curious. So I went into the Discord, into a section, into the Patreon Discord, not the Twitch one. He's an actual paid for Discord.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go see what the last conversation was. So I typed her name in, did a search, found it, screenshot the whole fucking thing, and read it back in my own time. And what I read was shocking to me, because she was defending Peanut
And
like,
Belinda.
and fucking Gigi, hardcore, you know, not to throw them under the bus like he was. He was already in communication with DC, which she wasn't on board with, you know, and she was saying to him that basically DC is going to, like, you know, drip poison in your ear. That the revenge plot that she has in store for Gigi is what's going to fuel this. And she, you know, and it did go down like this. This is what DC Media Girl's whole fucking thing is. You know, she has got ulterior motives for ever being with Negs, was to get at Gigi, because she saw the minute that Negs was maybe falling out with Gigi, that's the minute that's the only reason she took that olive branch of, oh, you're based DC, right? Now, normally that shit wouldn't have worked, right? There's plenty of things that Negs and DC went back and forward with over the years. And sometimes they were semi-complimentary of each other, because he rated her as being, you know, one of the more intelligent.
Yeah, she was
right?
undercover in his Discord for a while under that doggy walk
we know
account.
that
At the
now,
same
but what I'm
time.
saying is, yeah, because she was always fangirling him. This is why that's her term. Why she supplies this, that she thinks everybody wants to date Negs now, and everyone fangirls him, is because she was the one that was the hardcore behind the scenes fangirling.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when that happened. Because like we had a couple. So in AK's Discord, we had, I think, 2 or 3 people left in that Patreon Discord that Nix hadn't kicked out yet, that were moles basically. And I remember that one of them running back and being like, "Oh my God, Savannah just left. Look at this." We were like, "Oh shit."
And that whole interaction basically was not only her standing up for that, but she several times, like in German, was saying goodnight to him again and again, right? And he carried on again and again and again. Discord of the interactions. She tried to sever it even. So don't tell me that it was her in any shape or form. Because the moment I saw all that shit, and the moment he did all that DMs, and I put it all to fucking together, I realised then where it was, and what he fucking does to people, and how I'd even been blindsided in the past by previous situations, perhaps, with certain people that he turned on in the past. And then I was questioning everything. Were those people legitimately meant to be turned on? Had he painted them also? And then I just, yeah, all the dots joined for me immediately. And I was that was when I was like, fuck, okay, I need to be proactive and do this in the correct way now, and get this out in the correct way, and before I can pull myself out of this. And the reason why I imploded it the way I did in the Discord, because I was trying to unravel myself from it. So I created a situation for myself in the Discord. So they would all go, to me, because I went for one of the most popular, that Drapple at the time. You remember?
Yeah.
And she was good friends with Rowan and Christina, Lava fucking Skank, and all of those lot. And I knew that, you know, this wasn't going to fly with Negs. I even tested it earlier in the day and said to him something about Drapple. All right. And he was like, oh, no, leave her, sort of thing. She's benign or whatever. And this is why I knew, oh, I'm going to fucking do this now. I'm going to fucking go for her and hope that because I need to fucking, and this is why I called making bacon pancakes in there, because we were both leaving. We threw under the bus willingly. You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
that was our way of like, all right, you're going to fucking spurg about us for a while, which he did on stream, right? Say all your shit. I get out of the place. Bacon gets out of the place. And Savannah's like home free. She's been told, Gigi's been told. And I thought it'd all be left there. But obviously it wasn't.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, that was me trying to unwind myself. But there is no good way of backing out of Nex's community. We all know this. There is no way that the worm won't turn. You know?
Yeah.
We go back to this.
And because I got X-typed also because I couldn't stop about fat girl shit. So, and the whole thing was, Nexi didn't want to make a drama reactions no more. No, he wanted to react to boring old commercials. No drama, no more. I'm sick of the drama, all that bullshit. And now he's back to reacting to fat girl shit, Foodie Beauty. And okay, back to the hacks now. Before they were like, we should protect Nex. He should not be involved in the drama. Now he is only reacting to drama and fat girl shit. Everything that he didn't want to. They are just getting along with this. Oh yeah, that's fine. No, we didn't want to do this 2 months ago, but now we are doing it.
I called this shit already. I called this plan B like fucking months ago. I already called it at the moment that it all turned. Even when you remember when he did the Marshmallow channel and he first initially started doing Foodie Beauty streams in the morning on YouTube, and I said, "And what are you doing?" And he was like, "I'm getting my Foodie Beauty back." And I was like, "But you're not though, are you?" And he went, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, firstly, you're not monetized on this platform. And if you was to get monetized, your ass would be yeeted off because HN hate you and they're not coming over to watch you, watch Chantel anyway." I said, "So there you go." I said, "Why aren't you streaming on Twitch, the one platform I got you monetized on?" Right? So then he went back to Twitch. But I know that was the epiphany moment where he digested everything I fucking said and thought, okay, well, that's what I need to correct then. So I know where it was going. I predicted this all.
And how many of those?
Dredge, this was the ultimate plan, and he was going to try and do the Foodie Beauty fucking thing, and get his bag, and right?
Yeah. But he had to get rid of Tragic and me because he was aligning with DC Media Girl.
Apart from those fucking sheepy cunts,
we wouldn't have gone along
no morals,
with it.
No principles, no stance or anything. Just follow Negs blindly.
Yeah.
Anybody with any integrity wouldn't have gone alongside it. He had to get rid of anybody that had integrity, including me, you, Traj, Bacon Bump, or loads of us. Headwork, anybody that had any ounce of integrity had to go to the wayside.
Yeah, we had fucking choice. We were almost given the fucking bad stick.
Let's just play this really quick.
I only want to say all that shit that came after me just to attempt to assassinate my character. That was unnecessary. That's all I'm going to say about it.
It was character assassination. Well, I think we've all had pretty much the same treatment. I've been ripped to shreds. I'm not even a content creator, Savannah.
Yeah.
I am now. I fucking am now. I've been doxxed. Spoke about my child, anything and everything, you know?
If you said content, you should say content creator.
Content.
I just want to play this really quick because this.
Wait a second. Did Hedberg just name our channel?
We don't even have to talk about it. He could just.
He turns everything, every single word beginning with C into the word cunt. Everything that you know. So if you say contemplation to him, he will say contemplation, right?
So he just named our channel.
Semi kind of halfway, yeah, because it was actually I was inspired by DC calling everyone cunts on the internet. Actually, that's actually where I was like deadly cunting, because I was like, I may just turn it into a clip channel because I didn't know what to do with it, and I named it like that. And then when you said to me you're out of school and can actually do a channel with me now, I said to you, do you want to rename the channel? And you said no, I love the name.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is how it was actually inspired. Really, it was actually through DC's cunts. Everyone's cunt on the internet. Yeah,
Love it. Love it.
Just this, he can just battle himself right here.
He's ramping.
This broadcast is brought to you by the number 7. The number 7 for Jack Daniels. We're going to bust this open in just a minute. Continually boosting inflation.
Yeah, chill. Let's go.
It's going.
I'll drink this.
Oh my God. That's why I love tragedies
there's an
consistent.
echo that's going on. Really bad echo.
What Hussey's been
You stick your cock in
trying to double big twos tonight. DC, these motherfuckers made me break my sobriety.
You said there's an echo?
Yeah, I don't know if it was headwork talking. There was an echo overlapping.
Oh, okay.
I was only sober because I chose to be. We're gonna show big trash.
Fucking hell, there's
What
some
the,
sort of weird echo
The
on that
negative
thing.
nation does. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna be making a couple phone calls today, Shane. Not harassing anybody. I'm well within my legal rights. The people I'm gonna call today, I want you to understand. I want you to understand that it is important that they know. That Pitmonk had raped a girl.
So this is not about that. But a bunch of people ran with that shit. Negs. They ran with that shit. And nobody... Now, I will say that Tragic is the only one that kind of apologized. Believe it or not, Tragic is the one that did that. Nobody else did.
He said the other day he was more popular than I am. Now, let's talk about this for a second. While they're criticizing me, they're saying I shield myself from criticism. If that's the fucking case, why are they criticizing me? If I'm so successful in exploiting this tragedy because I'm beholden to them and their opinions, right? Right. If I'm so successful in shielding myself, why am I still getting the criticism?
It's not about you receiving the criticism, you spastic. It's the fact that you fucking respond to it like you do.
Yeah.
This is the thing that has been unbeknownst to you, Negs, that when you make yourself a public figure on YouTube, okay, you're a creator, anyone with a channel has made themselves a public figure, you're now open for criticism. Now, it's your choice whether you engage in that criticism or not. It's your choice whether you respond or react to it or not.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only part that you have a say in. And that's the bit that you don't still fucking comprehend.
And it's how you respond as well if you choose to. And Negs and Tragic both always choose to be the fucking victim because that's the route they want to take.
Now, Little Boots will tell you her way of dealing with things is not my way of dealing with things. We engage with things differently, you know? And that's her choice. And if she wants to go at it on someone on Twitter, then she can do so, you know? I don't choose to. She knows that about me. I don't give people fucking any oxygen like that. That's just my way. I fucking starve a motherfucker. They don't get that glory from me.
See, and I'm so used to like being around like AK and shit that like I don't think I post on Twitter very much at all, but I know I do.
My attention, you're gonna starve, bitch. Starve. You will never get my attention at any years. You lost my fucking attention a long time ago.
So they made it personal.
Tragic.
Stood up for his sycophants.
It's marvelous editing.
Sometimes you have to troll in the DMs before he deletes it all.
So I want you guys to remember, this is the guy who told me he was my brother for a year. And he just admitted to trolling me for information. He just admitted to deceiving me for a year. And somehow he wants people to feel sorry for him, and he's the victim.
If that's the fucking case, why are they criticizing me? He made me hate people on false pretenses. He gave me false information.
If that's the fucking case, buddy, you have really stepped in shit. I told you that your DMs were safe.
Liar, liar. Oh, is this? Oh, I told you your DMs were safe, but you released my DMs. Tragic. See, this is you again, wanting to dance but not knowing the steps. Okay. So what I'm gonna need
You
piece of shit. Dust it off. All right. Get your merkin.
I fucking hate you.
You see what he's doing now, right? He's coaching Tragic, right? Because he told Tragic a long time ago that this shit was like pro wrestling, right? And you know, with pro wrestling, like the fake fighting on YouTube, this, that, creating the drama, the way that like you do these performed moves, how you don't hit below the belt, that kind of thing. Certain things that there's certain rules to this shit, right? So that's what Nex is referencing there. He's saying to like Tragic, you want to dance, but you don't know the steps. Because even Negs knows that Tragic will go below the fucking belt. Tragic will go in areas that other people fucking won't. But Negs really now knows how fucking dirty Tragic will go. You know, in terms of rolling around in the muck with like Zoom and Rocket and all of that fucking lot and bricking the fucking heads and all kinds of shit. And
he loves to weaponize him too.
And now Negs has now really fucking put the noose around his own neck and tightened it, because Negs can never, ever, never fucking claim ever, ever again that he does not know what Tragic is. You claimed it once, Negs. That's all you got. What you're going to do the second time now is when he gets himself in some fucking serious shit, which he's likely to, because he doesn't know that any fucking boundaries, okay? What you going to fucking do? Because you can't claim you don't know anymore.
It was his mental illness. That's my prediction.
Don't make excuses for him.
Say that's the excuse he's going to use. I think that's a fucking excuse.
You're fucking hate you, bitch made, bro. You're acting straight bitch made.
I am going around the internet and trying to collect as many vulnerable females and broken individuals as I can. If that little group decides to keep going with me, I'm going to drop the fucking news that I have on my phone.
Huh.
You
have been nothing but a fucking crybaby. And didn't you tell somebody, one of the women you're trying to grift money off of, that you were a self-made millionaire and you have all these businesses? Didn't you tell them that? Why did you look like you've been up all night?
The ugly man.
It's impressive. Your psychopathy goes so deep that you're willing to do that to innocent people. It's great. I shouted you out in every live stream. Every motherfucking live stream. Still not done it, even after I told you that. Not what I was upset about. You don't give a fuck because you're fake. You're selfish. These people live in your head rent free day in and day out. And wait a minute, this is when I got heated. Of course they were there for the drama. Of course.
You ever considered for a second that maybe it's you that needs to go and seek the, like, what are you guys doing? What are you and Death doing? Like, you have problems at home and this is what you're doing instead of focusing on your ego and instead of the people this entire time. Hey,
that was creepy. Both of you left.
Frankie possess the intelligence to debate me because he knows that he's covered in lies. That's right, Frankie. This guy's been...
Yeah. Tragic. You know what you just played? You just played a clip of when you fed me bad intel.
Wait, what did that say? Did you see that?
No, go back.
Hold on.
Bad intel.
Just seeing if a comment triggers you into covering me again. By the way, I found out who Tragic is. The guy you claimed I was giving airtime to. But I never said such a thing. Weird how that works anyway. Stay tuned. You're going to love what I've got coming up. Ominous music.
What the fuck? 11 seconds ago? What video are they watching?
Well, this is a video
This is-
that Tragic put together of Negs. Like, this is when they were obviously still on the outs with each other. And Tragic had just released some of Negs' DMs, right? And this is Negs responding to, like, that situation that he's playing. But he's also clipped it together with other things that Negs has been saying that week, I guess. You know?
That 11 seconds is just getting to me. And he claims that other people are the stalkers. But he's the one screenshotting other posts.
It's not, wouldn't be 11 seconds goes real time.
Well, yeah. I know, but like to take that screenshot at that time, that means that he was watching his notifications and clicked that shit fast.
Well, yeah, he's got his phones fucking glued to him. He's got numerous fucking phones, numerous fucking gadgets, notifications. Like, I remember, who was it? Somebody.
I mean, 11 seconds? That's a quick motherfucker.
It was somebody.
I don't give a shit.
It might have been that weirdo fucking Shan with the big fucking forehead that said something about Tragic's notifications or something about he's got 700 notifications. Like, she saw.
Oh, I bet.
Like, he screen shared something and he had that many notifications, and it was like,
Yeah. And he wants to call other people a stalker.
When I say to you, he like has met, like, he's matched with like fucking AK because she's deeply invested in this shit too.
Oh God, yeah,
like, they
I know.
live this shit around the clock, documenting it like they're fucking private investigators, weirdos. Like, seriously, they couldn't be more well matched. I'm so happy for them.
For real. I used to wake up to like hundreds of notifications of
They
them
could
just
have
going
nice,
off.
like, they could have nice, like, big blockhead horse children together.
Ugh. No.
Type on the fucking
please
internet.
Please
Imagine
get a
that kid
vasectomy,
typing on
Tragic.
the fucking keyboard, click clock, click clock.
Nah, that bitch is 40 now. She can't have kids.
Jesus. Oh yeah, I forgot. Didn't she lie to you about her age? Didn't AK lie to you about her age?
Yeah, I did not know she was over a decade older than me. I did not.
That's kind of strange that she would try to befriend you and pretend that she was younger to be like a hip girl.
Yeah, she never like said her age, but one time she said she was the same age as Peanut. So my mind tracked her at the same age as Peanut, but she wasn't.
She knows she was far off of being Peanut's age. Not that it matters, because look, you know.
Yeah, whatever.
This is the thing this is what's strange, right? AK knows that you're friends with Fedora, so age doesn't matter to you.
Yeah.
So why would she have to paint herself as being like one of the fucking
Exactly? That's why it was so creepy. It was like, what the fuck? Like, why? All right.
Because she was in this little clique.
Sure, bud.
She was in the little Manson girl clique with you, Froggy, Nietzsche.
Yeah, because Nietzsche was young.
Because they
Froggy
were
was
young,
younger.
and you're young, and AK's wanted to be young too. No, you're just young. You're mentally, you're fucking retarded.
But you might want to know that Tragic.
Now that's a screenshot for when he sought me out, when I didn't know who he was, and he came to me for information on people. That's what that screenshot is right there.
Mm-hmm.
This one right here. He was saying that I was coming to him. He actually came to me.
And you screenshotted it in 11 seconds. Congrats.
But you might want to know.
Yeah, but like how Tragic likes to give you half truths, all right? I'm going to give you the full picture on that. So he's showing you when Eggs came to him asking for information, right? Now, that's not how it went down, because everyone knows that Missy Ann contacted Negs to tell Negs about Tragic, right?
Oh,
and it was asking him for his help with the whole Tragic situation, right? Because he was out there doxing her and fucking doing the most and God knows what, and wouldn't leave her alone, right? The Negs heard her story out and was going to help her, until Tragic fucking got into his ear and convinced him and manipulated him into thinking that she was the crazy stalker and that he shouldn't fucking back her, he should back him instead and whatnot. So that's how they actually genuinely met, was through that setup. Nothing else. Let's negate all the fucking other elements from everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That Tragic's buddy, fucking, what's his name? Dumb Ninja.
Trag, the jig is up, bro. You fucked with the wrong one. You fucked with the wrong one, dude. You fucked with the wrong one. You just need to admit it. You need to take your L's, gather them up, put them in your little burlap sack, and just accept what's about to happen, which is going to be you choking on all of your words from this point forward. What's Shabisky doing? Oh, he's part of the drunken peasants that hangs out with Pitmonk, and hangs out with Gypsy, and hangs out with Dirk Cobain, and all these neckbeard, dirty motherfuckers Raven has done is he created a sexual scenario, a fictional sexual scenario involving my child. But DC, nobody gives a crap about you. You're uninteresting, okay? You're boring. You're vanilla. You made me go out and say horrific things to people.
Fuck.
I didn't do shit. I did it.
Fuck you. So,
based on his word. I boosted you, which made females that in the community. And look, you know how I feel. We're all equal, but I vigilantly defend women, children, and people who
How do you now?
Yeah, you said you were going to go to North Carolina. You lied and said you went to North Carolina. Why do you think you're the victim? You're the one that is admitting to trolling me to get me to say things. If that's the fucking case, why are they criticizing me? What did you do? What did you get me to say? So you trolled me to get me to fuck with Frankie on false pretenses. You don't understand. Every time you talk, every single time you talk, that's exactly what you did. Is being a slimy, greasy, fucking con artist, carny of a man. I'm the phony. Breathe to the heavens about how irrelevant I am, how unimportant I am, how horrible I am. If I'm so bad, what's the problem? Every single time, and that's what you did. You finesse people out of money. You finesse people out of their time. You finesse people out of effort and emotions they should have directed other places. You gaslit people. You lied to them, misdirected them, and you think that you're going to sit here and cry in these videos to 47 people. Those people, I don't care that they believe you. I don't want them near anybody. If that's the fucking case, why are they criticizing me? If Savannah's on this shit, she can stay away. If Gigi's on with your shit, he could definitely stay away. If Peanut's on board with your shit, holy fuck, you called me a phony? I'm the phony and the fraud, right? You called me a phony? I'm the phony and the fraud, right? Hatman, fucking help me, bro. I feel so I don't go around making shit up. You know what I'm saying? I don't make shit up. And that tells me that I'm doing something right. Gigi's doing something right. Tragic's doing something right.
Wait a minute there. Now, did you hear him address fucking Hatman in his chat there?
Uh-huh.
Now, you remember how Hatman left a comment on our page saying I was wrong, that he hadn't done anything, and he was like against negative. No,
yeah, whiny boy.
Next at that time, he was in Nex's fucking chat. Nex gave him my fucking Patreon details, and he released it on fucking Twitter. And I swear to fucking God, that's what he did. He wants to fucking deny it. No, lies. I saw it with my own fucking eyes because someone else fucking come and told me that that's what he'd done. Because I don't follow that motherfucker because he's everywhere. And he's got no fucking integrity either. He's been here, there, and everywhere and bent all the different ways and different directions. Why is he over there in Nex's community? And Nex is like, oh, Hatman, you see how it is? And he's agreeing with him.
Jeez.
Yeah, you see these motherfuckers out here? I'm telling lies though, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you see this shit, how it all comes together in the end, huh?
Right? Anybody's making AB's doing something right. If you're pissing these people off, with their own words and their own and the truth.
Hey, I'm not the only one on an apology point here. Trad, you're telling everybody that you're running ops. Yeah, he was always in my DM saying he was going to take all your channels down, Draven, Frankie, everybody. He was going to take your channels down, bruh.
Buddy.
Look how giddy Tragic gets.
Let's see here.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I did file all those on Crude as Fuck. I absolutely did. I did. Frank, I did. I filed those copyrights against you. See, I'm not a little girl.
Bullshit.
I'll tell you I did it.
Hello, Kate.
Shit out. I mean, like, did Frank's channel get taken down? Did Frank have any problems stemming from this? This was in December of 21. I was getting ready to go to court. I was under a lot of stress, and you were still gassing me up about Frank. You were gassing me up about Frank, okay?
Yes. Batteries. More batteries.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to come to Arizona, right? What is wrong with you, dude?
Oh, you see there? Gonna come to Arizona. Who started talking about turning up on each other's places there? You see that shit? And as for the Frankie thing, painted like Frankie a certain way for you, it was you yourself, Negs, that also made the channel called Pedo Hunters, with the password being Frankie's Tears 69. So what was your intention then? Did Tragic make you do that, or did you do that by yourself? Because you both seem to be fucking after Frankie for a while and trying to paint him as a P word for no fucking rhyme or reason.
Yeah, because he was imitating what
Why would
Tragic
you make
said.
a password called Frankie Tears 69 to a YouTube channel called Pedo Hunters and been calling him and affiliating him with being a P word and whatnot for months and months and months, right? And so did Tragic, because he's got a problem with him as well. That goes back all the way back to the fucking Geek Room stuff, right? So much so that D. Higgins went out and bought Frank a fucking gun. Yeah. Think about that for a minute. They're all ridiculous, all of them.
This place is
You
weird.
reported by TikTok.
Sorry?
This place is weird.
It is. It all loops on itself. It's so fucking... It's not just the snake that ate its own tail. It's like it fucking regurgitated it and started munching it back up, and it's vomit at the same time. And you're like, what the fuck you doing, snake? It's like, leave me alone. I'm more, and just keep doing it. And you're like, fucking hell, this is some mad shit. It doesn't just fucking loop on itself. It double backs, goes around, does some more. It's like your head fucking starts to swivel.
Yeah, for real. It's hard to keep track of.
You did. You got my TikTok. Let's not take it down, but you got me banned on TikTok because I don't know. Is it? You acted so hard behind the scenes. You acted so hard enough, and then you go out and report. You go on here, people think slander, lying, all that stuff to them. Then you go and report people for making fun of you for going, yeah, boy, Fred Durst.
Cha.
This is the only time I'm going to offer this to Drag, since he has vehemently decided to side. You see what he's doing? He's like, oh God, what do I do? I better contact everybody Ron's ever talked about.
Fucking Woody Allen.
Hussey, give me super stickers. Remember when you weren't broke and you used to contribute? But then you go out and you find me. I'm a poor white guy.
Like I won't let Tragic do shit and say Negs is doing it just because of that.
I don't even know who I'm talking to.
You know,
he needed my content to even make his joke. Tragic's doing something right. He's doing something right. If you're pissing these people off with their own words and their own and the truth.
I remember Shaquana Jefferson said that I was using his meme.
cream then, huh? You feel good because nobody wants to look at your fucking stupid ass.
Yeah, let's play guitar, baby.
My way to heaven.
I just had to think of something that Peanut said about him, like the integrity that is everything a person has, and you can threaten me the way he did, and I would never buddy up with certain people, even if they hate next. I would never buddy up with certain people now, because I stand by the things that I stand by certain values, and if I don't like everyone who's hating him now, no. It's all about integrity.
No,
and
I
having
agree,
back-
Savannah. I'm on the same page with you there. I ain't going to affiliate myself with a bunch of fuckers that I don't like just because they happen to dislike negs or something.
Yeah, and he's different.
It's not fluid like that, like theirs is like that I can just change it around and go, oh yeah, I'm cool with them now as well.
Yeah.
No, that's not how it works for me either.
Yeah. This is what he's doing. No, I couldn't do it.
Everything in that video that he's saying about other people, he's done himself tenfold.
Yeah.
And 100 times worse.
So have you, tragic.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
It's sad, but it's pathetically hilarious.
What was that? Oh, you're muted. But yeah, Tragic's done the same exact fucking shit. Like, for real. And then he's gone back to negs. I don't understand these people. Death, you're muted. I love Doritos Locos Tacos. Also. Sorry.
Can you hear me?
To derail. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the thing is that you're absolutely right. And not only has fucking negs done a ton of shit, we're still learning how much fucking shit negs has done. Not just since 2017.
That's a lot of shit.
I've got shit that goes back to like 10 years or more, right? It may be more even, 13, whatever it fucking is. It just a ridiculous amount of stuff. And I don't even know if we'll catch up on it all, because by the day he's doing more fucking shit. You know, and people are reacting to that. We're trying to respond to that. I was trying to catch up on all this other shit. Other people have entered in that are not aware about how much of this shit's gone on. So we're trying to like go over some of the other stuff and remember what actually happened at the time, because it was like a whirl fucking wind, whilst also digging into what actually has gone on, you know, beforehand. We're getting a full view of what Nex has done. But tragic shit, right, has gone under the radar up until now. You know? And the thing is, yeah, he's got a fucking thread on Kiwi Farms, but I reckon his fucking thread may even end up fatter than fucking Negs. If they were truly to go digging on Tragic and see how far his web fucking goes.
Yeah. It's far.
Like, scarily.
I don't even want to think about it. Like, he used to, like I said, he used to brag about, like, all this other, like, accounts and things he's doing. And he's like, oh, I'm, like, posting in so many other threads, blah, 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 blending in, all this shit. Like, he's everywhere. And it's
a scary amount. Like, I don't know how one human being can do all
right
on all the different various platforms under the different guises.
Speaking of that, wasn't he outed as that Bob account? So, like, isn't he putting up his own comments in chat right now? Like, he's
yeah, I know, Dark Ninja, but what I'm saying is that it's not even touching the fucking sides of what it should be. Because I don't think people realize, like, they're only concentrating on the shit that they know so far up to date of, like, on YouTube and maybe some other little places or on Discords and things, but he's everywhere, and Little Boots knows. We're like, he's on IP2, he's on Odyssey, he's on fucking every platform you could imagine. He's on everything.
Yeah.
And your turn is coming, Tragic. Like, you think people know about Negs now? You reckon he's fucking, like, name is mud? Wherever he fucking goes, he can't shake this off this time. He can't bury it like he has done in the past. No matter how many fucking, like, lonely fucking crazy old women he gets into his community to, like, lap it up, it's never going to be what he thinks it's going to be, because he's never going to get, you know, most people on side again, because there's too much fucking intel out there on him. And the same for you, Tragic. The same is coming for you. And I hope the farmers keep fucking digging up shit on you, because it's only the tip of the iceberg.
There's not enough crazy old women in the world. There just isn't.
But your goose is cooked as well. People will fucking know about you, and you won't be able to come out with this, oh, I'm sweet boy Tragic ever fucking again. Dirge. The lot of you. Fucking dirge. On the surface, to be quite honest, that is literally just scratching the surface.
Oh, trust me.
There's a lot more. He's done over the past decade, even with various communities and people, and again. And this is the thing, we want to return to the actual title of the stream about the hags and how this community, you know, permits this behavior to continue. And none of them are worth shit to him. If you think that you're worth something to him, you're not. It's only a matter of time before you fucking implode as well. You get too close, you'll get burnt as well. So don't you worry.
Here's a 5 second. Here's
You're
a
all
5 second clip.
Everyone's dispensable. He's cash cows. That's all he sees you as. He doesn't give a shit about you. He doesn't bother with you. He's not your fucking friend.
Real quick. I just want to play this 5 second clip that Max made.
The bar of soap. It's called soap. Look, dumb fucking soap. Take a fucking shower for once in your goddamn life.
Jesus, that's loud.
That was stupid.
Okay. It's also interesting what Yaba also said. She said that she knows him longer, that he has every few months or every year he has new people around him. So this says a lot. There are few people who are there for some years. He gathers new people after some time, and new people can be full. But I think this time he fucked up too much to gather way many people than he has now. But
yeah, he's done his own growth in that regard. Yeah, and he's going to have to dip in. This is why on Twitter he's dipped into this other steel toe community. They're all against tracker thing. You know, it's like, oh, this is the only way that you're going to do this now. It's like, what? And then they'll soon find out what you're like, or they'll dip out soon enough anyway. You're not going to grow much further than that, because people will soon see.
I want to address Steph. No, I like to be above the earth. I don't like being 6 feet under.
It is.
Oh. I prefer life and life. I don't want to have a sleepover with you.
Oh, you just literally pulled out a Creed lyric there. 6 feet underground ain't so bad. You know the Creed, you know the band Creed.
Yeah.
Where he releases the lyric as I'm like 6 feet. I'm 6 feet down, but it ain't so bad.
It depends on the company.
I personally have massive respect for Savannah. You know, in the past, I know I would go as far to say in the past several years, in fact, I have never had much more respect for an individual, human being.
Oh my God, that makes sense.
I'm serious, because the way she went up against Negs, was she with the truth, although, you know, we all come up with our truths, and she came up with the truth, but she did it in a respectful way. And if anything, Negs should be like, oh, okay, I respect that. But, you know, we all know that Negs don't respect no one. You
No.
don't respect no motherfucker. In fact, Negs is so he's at war with so many people.
I so fucking wish I could do that accent for you, Olaf. I so wish that I could just like.
You can't be American,
I
Midwestern
can, but
American.
not specifically like why. That's like quite niche accent anyway, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's thick. You know, it's
I
not
don't
like
know if Wyoming
generic.
has like an accent. It's just like Midwestern shit. Yeah, tinfoil hat time. I drove through Wyoming and Death and I actually streamed together on Thursday.
It's true. She streamed on the move. The girl's got to do what she's got to do.
No, I'm saying I met you in Wyoming.
Oh,
I did drive through there. It was quite beautiful. Maybe I actually took a time lapse of like this cool canyon I drove through. It was really neat. Maybe I'll post it.
that would be the ultimate troll, though. Olaf, I'm gonna have to get the accents down and start like fucking coming at people differently, because the gig is up, right?
They know.
He's war with so many people, right? We're talking about double figures here, gig, right? So I say this as headwork. I defend Savannah 100% to the hill.
Thank you.
Yeah, what he did to you, Savannah, was wrong. No matter how he can portray it, no matter what he says, it's wrong. What's wrong is wrong, and that was wrong. And everyone knows that. No one can take him seriously. Once again, he stands for nothing. You can see how when the tides turn, when you're cool with him, there's no issues. You know, he'll talk about you in a positive light. But when you're on the other side and you're no longer cool with them, when you become his enemy, then you are the worst person. You're worse than Hitler.
Yeah, and also he makes up shit to justify it. He said I was talking shit and lying. None of it is true. And even if I was, it is not the justification. But this is how he justifies every cruel thing he says, because he or she did this, and so I can do with this.
Oh, Savannah, let me tell you something now, Savannah. Let me tell you something very heavily, right? And I mean this with a fucking level 10 Jedi fucking saber swoop. Don't worry about Negs, because we will cut that fucking son of a bitch down. So don't you worry, girl. We got your back. You understand me?
Yeah, thank you.
Savannah, I have your back. I don't know about all the other guys, but you can fucking, I swear to God, I've got your back.
Yeah, at some point I will want to make a video also on my channel, but I don't want to go back on my channel talking. This was now spontaneously because I saw the title and I read that on Kiwi Farms today and I wanted to vent about it. But at some point I would want to make a video to say thank you to the support that I got. It was overwhelming. I saw it from the far, from Kiwi Farms and everything I was reading. And now I will publicly thank every single one. At one point when I'm going back on the channel like that, like talking again, and when I'm not ready yet, but this
it was epically big for you. I know. We can all tell by the sound of your voice. We can hear your larynx clicking. I heard your larynx clicking. You understand me?
Yeah.
Your larynx clicking. And so what I'm saying to you is, Savannah, I, as headwork, back you 100%.
So I do got to get going in a few minutes, but I would like everyone to, I'll give the floor to everybody. You guys can say your piece if you want, if you could do it like a minute or under, I would appreciate it. And we'll definitely do this again. But the purpose of this stream was just to show that the leader of the Tupperware hags and the Tupperware hags stand for nothing. They're a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of nonsense. They will turn on and off against other people. Their stories will change just like that. If the leader of the Tupperware hags doesn't like someone, then they don't like someone, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. No matter what the leader of the Tupperware hags does or says, they follow along.
Those are the flippers.
So I'll let you go first, Edward. I'll put you. Can I put you up front? I guess I can't.
I don't like people that flip.
But anyway, go ahead. Go ahead, Edward. You go first.
I don't like people that flip. Okay. So this is kind of corrupt instinct. You go with the flow or you don't. If you don't know what the flow is, that's your fucking bad, not mine.
All right. Thank you, Edward. All right. Thank you, sir.
Speechless.
Death, you want to say something?
No.
You there? All right. Well, go ahead then, Savannah. Go ahead and the floor is yours.
Yeah, I want to say about the Discord hacks. I'm not better than you are. I have been in your position. I have been a Discord hack myself. So I won't judge. And also, I think that some people are there maybe wrapped up in drama and they don't see, they just don't see what is happening. And I don't want to say that everyone in there is just evil. Or no. I think some people are just wrapped up, or some people are a bit intimidated, like they know what's happening when they step out. And but I still I would advise to some of them just take a step back and just think for yourself a bit, just like my video. Why would I embarrass myself to the core just for nothing? I embarrassed myself in front of thousands of people, and I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this, but I felt I had to, because I was not the first person who has experienced this, and I had the choice to just vanish from social media, but this was not the choice for me, because and I cannot look into the mirror no more. And I had to do this, and I didn't want to do this. Why should I do this just for the clicks and views? Think about it for 1 second. Okay.
Listen, Savannah.
Well said, Savannah.
Send me an email. My email is headwork@hotmail.com. Headwork@hotmail.com.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to cat out.
I'd love to speak to you because I really have got your back. You know what I mean? So, like, fuck these other assholes.
Well, everybody's saying their last piece because I have to get going. Death, do you want to say something on this subject?
With regards to the actual title of the hags and all of that and the permitted behaviours, well, it's easy to get caught up in it. And this is the thing about mob mentality and all things like this. It is really easy to get, until you're out of the fog, you don't see it. Unfortunately, you're probably all heavily misguided. You're shown very selective information. I'm sure that the screenshots that he's shown you, he's edited down, cut out what surrounds it truly, or he's put in different things that instead. You're not seeing it in the truest context. He's very clever at manipulation, to a scary level, to the point where on like megalomaniac levels, to the point of the corruption of his manipulation that thrives through the whole community, how he's able to actually dupe them all so blindly so. And I didn't see it at the time myself when I was duped into believing certain things, and now I question everything. I question everything that I was ever told by him, everything that I was ever shown by him. Was only selected information, only one side was painted. You know, I question it all because of how he's treated me, Savannah, Traj, everyone, and he's painted us all in a certain light, lied about us. So now I cannot believe one word that falls out of that man's mouth. And anybody that experiences it will know that. Anybody that's gone through it will know that. Until you've actually been through it, maybe you won't see it. And maybe that's the problem.
Yeah,
Well said.
You won't really know what it feels like.
Yeah, this will be staying up, David. All right, y'all. So I do have to get going. I appreciate everybody coming on stream. Have work. Thank you, sir. Dad, thank you, ma'am. Savannah, thank you, ma'am. I do appreciate you guys coming on and hanging out.
Well, there you have it.
What a blast from the past.
Right? That was a lot. Well, I see why Savannah wanted us to watch this now. Like, it's a good take on, like, not just highlights Neg's fucking hypocrisy and the way that he manipulates and the way he's able to flip, flop, and his stance has gone from one thing to the other, but just look at fucking Tragic right there. Tell me that you believe one fucking word that man says.
Yeah, like how can any of them believe him? Like even listen to him at this point when he's gone against his word like so many times. Like he's flip-flopped back and forth. Like it's hard to keep track of.
This is why I say it's only a matter of time. Like people are getting wise to fucking Next, right? It's permeated a lot of communities, right? Not just like the girl world, HN, anti-haters, but Petty Fam and other people that wouldn't have normally like touched Neg's content or was aware of this man. It's reached far afield now where all kinds of people, you know, are covering it, right? So it's only a matter of time for Tragic. Let's put it that way, where people are going to get all too fucking wise to what you fucking are as well.
Mm-hmm.
The trouble is you're not as interesting to fucking cover even as Next because, you know, you're not like as highly fucking strung. The fact that you're like a fucking wooden statue, you know.
Tragic takes too many drugs to be that elevated.
Well, he's dead on the inside, so that kind of helps, you know.
True. Right, T-Girl, that was a lot. Do we have something funny in your
That's what I was thinking. It's
TJ Booth death?
You little fun things.
I had to laugh when sometimes like you would laugh and so would the like on the like in
yeah,
the
I
video
know, right? And that sometimes I would say something and then the actual online me would say it and I'd be like, fuck. But that shows that I'm fucking consistent, does it not?
Hey, yep.
Okay, I'll give you a little.
Plus you gotta dip, you gotta doodle, you gotta eat grandma's strudel, you gotta guess, you gotta guess, you gotta wax grandma's mustache, you gotta gip her, you gotta gipe her, you gotta change grandma's diaper. Plus you gotta dip, you gotta doodle, you gotta shave grandma's poodle. Libby, you gotta labby, you gotta hug grandma even though she's flabby.
Where's old DC at? I'm strapped for cash and I know she's got some.
Sounds like someone's looking for some financial support. Somebody's gotta get some money.
I've got a little weed stash. And some cool posters in the attic.
Okay.
I'm going in. Why don't you park that ass right here?
I'm gonna ask a really important question. At the end of the day, the corns on my feet get quite spicy. So will you apply some Geritol ointment to them, please?
How spicy are we talking?
Like a dragon. They're sour.
Jesus Christ, boil them!
I can help you get your channel back.
Sure, babe. You help me get my channel replatformed, I'll rub Geritol all over you.
So, I have something I need to admit to you.
What is it? What's that?
That I have no money.
So? I can't be your boyfriend anymore.
Ooh. Ooh. This is way better than money.
Fuck it, but you have to go against everybody that I choose to as well.
Oh yeah, 24/7.
But you have to lie, and you have to tell people I'm the true victim.
No problem. My little brain does whatever Neg says. I'll throw away my channel for Negs.
Good job. We'll do great. You'll have to drive back and forth from Indiana.
I mean, we could just share the responsibility. You can come over here too. Get in your car.
Bitch, I don't own a car.
I guess you better start yabba dabba doing.
I don't even have a fucking house.
Okay, you just had to ask. I'll go out and buy us a house.
Cool. Marry me.
Plus you gotta dip, you gotta doodle, you gotta eat grandma's strudel, you gotta guess, you gotta guess, you gotta wax grandma's mustache, you gotta give her, you gotta give her, you gotta...
Oh my god. What was that? I just not remember it.
You're welcome. Either way.
Jeez. You got a dip. You got a doodle. Grandma strudel.
That's gonna be caught in your head all fucking week, you know.
No, I pictured DC doing her little like twist move with her.
I bet
hands
she
up
has
all-
got a fucking strudel, right? A style strudel at that. Fuck. Okay, I think we've painted enough nightmares for one night. It's been a joy, everyone. Thank you so much for showing up to us, for us all, and yeah, have a fun evening, whatever you're gonna do.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming, y'all. Sorry for the torture. Everyone erase DC from their eyeballs.
We was gonna cover more next stuff, to be honest, but you know, it was gonna be more of the same from the last stream. But when Savannah sent me this, she was like, you should take a look at this and just like remember what the fuck went on. I was like, all right, this is too good to knock back. We might have to. And plus we'd already had like quite a bit of negs over at Gigi's, so maybe that was a good, you know.
Yeah. We can just do a continuing expose, I guess.
Yeah, we'll continue with the little negs treasure trove, shall we call it, next time. Anyway, everyone, I'm going to play us out with some music. Thank you so much for turning up for us. Bye.
Night, y'all. And good morning, Amanda.
You're a rolling stone, but I'm a cannonball. You're not fooling me, not fooling anyone. Got your head in a cloud, you're delusional. In an ocean of all this emotion, God's pretty sure I'm looking for something You're a rolling stone, but I'm a cannonball. You're not fooling